Hello and welcome. Silrace here with World of Tanks. Never single round of Panzer IV Age here. For your viewing pleasure? Can I call it that? Anyway. So I just wanted to show this off mostly because I finally get to do some actual spotting in a medium tank. Now, this is a tier 7 game, and I'm in a tier 5 medium tank. I believe I sold this tank after this round of play, finally. Because, I mean, I had it sitting around in my garage for whatever reason, and so on. Then I smacked I think I smacked my Panther Crew in it to play a few rounds, and then I was like, well, I will eventually sell this out of the way anyways. So anyway, let's talk about this thing, and also, that's a really bad shot to start this stuff off with. I should have hit that. It wasn't even aiming at me. But this is where I can get a couple other shots off, a couple more shots off. No shot on that. Well, okay, destroyed. And funnily enough, I got hit by an SPG here as well. In the sense that tier 5 tank, all the SPGs go, oh, let's shoot at that. And this is where I'm just, you know, trying to poke out here with the rest of the team of like, hey, let's all poke at once, or peek at once, to, you know, damage everything at once. So they have multiple targets to shoot at, and so on. Like, the usual stuff you do in shooter games to begin with. Like, you don't peek alone if you have teammates around, you all peek together to, you know, do damage together, all of that stuff. Right? Very basic gameplay element for shooting things in video games, which involve shooting. However, this is where I realized that, hey, nobody is coming in from this side, so I'm just peeking out here. I don't have crazy good view range on this thing or anything of the sort. I may have had like vents and coated optics or something, as far as equipment goes. No, I only had vents on this because it used to switch in camo net and binoculars. And yeah, I also don't use the big high explosive shell firing gun. I don't generally like those. However, I've made it over here, and one of the things is that I am trying to get better at recognizing when there is an opening, especially when I'm playing these medium tanks and also light tanks. When there is an opening for me to drive through and get into a position that, you know, is not exactly very fun for the enemy for me to be there. Essentially try and take advantage of openings in the enemy lines. And that's exactly what I found here for myself. A position where I can just, you know, light all of these things up and allow my teammates from the middle, with decent positions and whatnot, to put in the work. Just put in the work. I don't want to poke too much, I don't want to peek too much, because I don't want to get shot to pieces here, but I'm happy to take all of the spotting. I'm happy to take all of this spotting. And that's a tank destroyer almost gone. I mean, that's a tier 7 tank destroyer. Gone now. And so, yeah, I'm up to over 1300 spotting, and this is where I'm like, hey, there's something over there that I can shoot at. Actually. Yeah, that was a bad shot, which went completely elsewhere. I could have tried to push the IKV from here, but instead I keep moving forward, because, I mean, all the friendlies are still over there, to get even more vision for the team. Because it's a medium tank, with some decent mobility, basically no armor whatsoever. At this point, the game is essentially won. The only real mistake I make here is that I didn't really know, like when I was pushing through here, I didn't really know if somebody was still to my north. Like, this bishop could have been on that side and could have ambushed me when I was, you know, coming around and stuff. Could have tried and ambushed me. And this is where somebody decides that, well, I get a shot off here, but somebody decides it's better to not take part in this battle anymore. So there you have it. There you have it. I think I'm slowly getting a little bit better, a little bit more proficient at doing this whole scouting thing and being progressive or being sneaky and trying to find my way through the enemy lines when I'm playing like mediums and light, which is a skill I haven't really even tried to develop before because I mostly just play heavies. Anyway, hopefully that was entertaining. Hopefully, well, you learned something, maybe, possibly. Like, just as a personal thing, I definitely learned from this game the fact that, ooh, I really need to try and exploit those gaps in the enemy lines way more than I do. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you folks next time with more World of Tanks.